Hello, Joga. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
Well, today we're going to be reading about aquatic ecosystem. I've been speaking with your family, and they told me that you're working hard and really trying to bring up your grades in science. So we're going to be reviewing this science lesson to help you with everything that you need so that you can make it to school. I know that you're a good student, you're well behaved, and you're very eager to learn. So I'm glad that we're going to work and learn more about today's lesson, which is on ecosystem, aquatic ecosystem. So what we're going to do today first, Joka, is I'm going to read this story on the aquatic ecosystem, the lesson. Then I'm going to ask you to read to yourself, and then you're going to read it out loud. In the process of this, I'm going to be asking you several questions and asking you to take maybe perhaps some notes and define your word or two. Okay? Just within this paragraph so that we can analyze what an aquatic ecosystem is. By the end of this activity, we should be able to have a better understanding of what an aquatic ecosystem is. And along the way, we may learn a word or two. Let's start with this picture. This is a very interesting picture. Very interesting picture. What do you think are these? What do you think are these objects here that's sticking out?
I think those are the roots of the tree.
Very good. They are the roots. But aren't roots supposed to be under the ground instead of above the ground?
Yeah, it's supposed to be under the ground.
So why are these roots above the ground?
I think they're above the ground because it's in a lake and the water is too moist for the roots to go under the ground.
The water is moist. That sounds interesting. But these trees have a special name when these roots are sticking out like that. They're called, have you ever heard of the word? But actually, before I even state the word of this, what do you think the roots are doing to the tree? What is its purpose? If you see the tree in the middle and the roots on the end spread apart, what do you think is doing to the tree?
I think it's getting nutrients from the soil and water around it to provide and make the tree healthy.
It's feeding the tree, very good. And what do you think is its purpose, its physical purpose?
Oh, its physical purpose is to keep it mounted into the ground so that it doesn't wash away.
So would the roots should the roots be wider or thinner, or more closed in, or spread out for the width? What do you think?
The width of the tree roots should be the same amount as the tree top.
Very interesting. And the reason they're sticking out like this above the ground, they have a very special name. What do you think that name is?
Wild.
Prop roots tree, because it's doing what to the tree?
Propping the
tree with its
roots.
Kind of where it gets its name from. All right, let's lounge into the reading. So today we'll be reading about aquatic ecosystem. So we'll go ahead and begin the reading. First me, then you by yourself silently, and then out loud. All right. If you ever spend time near an ocean, a river, or another body of water, you might know that water is full of life. There are 4 major types of water or aquatic ecosystem? Freshwater, wetland, estuary, and ocean. Each type of ecosystem contains a unique variety of organisms. Hmm. What can we say about the water? The water is what?
The water is like necessary for certain animals and plants to live.
Okay. And what from based on the reading, I like the way you're adding information. Wow, you have a good sense of a background knowledge. You must have learned that from the past. You're welcome.
Thank you.
So based on the reading, what are the four major types of water or aquatic ecosystem?
Freshwater, wetlands, estuaries, and oceans.
Nice pronunciation. This word here is estuary. Estuary. Some people say estuary or estuary. And what was the last one?
And oceans.
Excellent. Estuary. So each type of ecosystem contains a unique variety of organisms. Whales, dolphins, and corals live only in the ocean ecosystem. Catfish and trout live only in freshwater ecosystem. Many other organisms that do not live underwater, such as birds, seals, also depend on aquatic ecosystem for food and shelter. It's really interesting. What stands out to you in this first paragraph about the ecosystem, the water ecosystem?
That so many things rely on the ecosystem, and there's so many different kinds of water.
Very interesting. That is true. So many different types. Do you remember how many types there were?
There are 4 main types.
Excellent job. Great memory. So that is
Thank
true.
you.
You work hard. Is there anything else that stands out for you?
No.
Okay. Excellent job. So let's continue, shall we?
Okay.
Important abiotic factors in aquatic ecosystems include temperature, sunlight, dissolved oxygen. Aquatic species have adaptations that enable them to use the oxygen in water. Very interesting. Oxygen in water. Why do you think we would need oxygen in water?
So that the fish can breathe and all the other mammals who live in the sea can breathe.
You mean the mammals breathe under the water?
Oh, well, some of them do, and then some of them don't.
That's interesting. We shall find out more about that and see how that works. Okay, let's continue. You're full of knowledge. Very good.
Thank you.
Very good. It seems like you like what you have learned and you remember it. Good recalling facts. All right, let's continue, please. Aquatic species have adaptations that enable them to breathe oxygen underwater, as we just read. The gills of a fish separate oxygen from water and move it into the fish bloodstream. Wow, that's interesting. Mangrove plants, pictured on the previous page, take oxygen through the small pores of the leaves and the roots. Now this prop root tree that I had told you about, actual name is a mangrove plant. These type of plants can be seen in, do you think you can guess what type of weather?
Maybe like rainy weather or dry weather.
Okay. And where do you see that at? What type of season do we kind of see that at?
Fall, like summer
Very good. Summer, tropical weather, maybe one of the southern states like Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. All right, let's continue reading. Mangrove plants pictured on the previous page take oxygen through small pores in their leaves and roots. Salinity is another important abiotic factor in aquatic ecosystem. Salinity is the amount of salt dissolved in water. Interesting fact right there. Water is saltwater ecosystem has high salinity compared to water in freshwater ecosystem which contains little salt. There's an interesting word there. Do you think that you can pronounce this word?
Yes, I can pronounce that
You can.
word.
Okay, let's try it.
Salinity.
Very good. Salinity. Salinity or salinity. What? T. I like the way you enunciate each word. Excellent job. Excellent job.
Thank you.
All right. Now, I want you to read this to yourself, please. And let's take some notes on any vocabulary words that you receive. Anything that stood out for you. Can you please take some notes on this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here you go. Okay. You can just put them in a form of bullets. Did you get a chance to read it yet?
Yes, I read it. Now I'm reading notes.
Excellent job.
Thank you.
What is this that you have on your notes? I like the notes that you took, Jalika, on this close read activity.
Thank you. I took notes on the types of aquatic ecosystems. There are four main types such as freshwater, wetland, estuary, and ocean. And then the freshwater and ocean can be split up into multiple types. For freshwater, it can be split up into streams, rivers, ponds, and lakes. And for oceans, it can be split up into open oceans, coastal oceans, and coral reefs.
Wow, great note taking. I like the way you put the bullets on the side. Excellent job. So, can you explain to me or give me an imagery of how an aquatic ecosystem may work, or any type of living creature in an aquatic ecosystem? Can you describe it to me?
Well, an aquatic ecosystem might work by, like, for example, a freshwater ecosystem. a smaller animal might feed off of bacteria caused by pollution, and then a slightly larger animal will come and eat it, and then a slightly larger animal will come and eat it, and then the process will go on and on like that forever.
Okay, like a big buffet for all. I like that. Can you infer the author's purpose behind this reading after I know you were reading for a while?
I infer that the author's purpose was to tell the audience about the importance of aquatic ecosystems.
Excellent job. So, while you read this to yourself, I saw that you took some notes. Are there any words that were new to you or any definitions?
One of the words that was new to me was salinity.
Okay, salinity. Okay. And what does that mean?
Well, I'm not quite sure, but I know the root word sal often has to do with salt, so I think it has to deal with salt or being dehydrated.
Oh boy, excellent way of using affixes to figure out what the word means. And actually, you're pretty close. I like the way you're doing that. You're using everything that you learn in school and putting it together. Salinity is the amount of salt dissolved. Very good, according to the definition, in the water. So you were really close. So it helps you figure out what the word means. Excellent job, JuR. Now, can you please read this first paragraph for the third part of our activity with close read?
If you ever spend time near an ocean, a river, or another body of water, you might know that water is full of life. There are 4 major types of water or aquatic ecosystems: wetland, estuary, and ocean.
Take your time and sound it out. Okay. Are you almost done?
Each type of ecosystem contains a unique variety of organisms.
There you go. I knew you could do it.
Whales, dolphins, and corals live under.
I know you had a long day.
Long variety of organisms. Whales, dolphins, and corals live only in ocean ecosystems. Catfish and trout live only in freshwater ecosystems.
Okay. Maybe next time you read, so you won't repeat the same line, maybe you could perhaps use your pencil as a marker to bring it down. And what was this word? I couldn't understand how you read it.
Which word?
This word.
Estuary.
Estuary. Sometimes I can't even understand how I read it. Estuary. Very good. Do you think you know what that word means?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think it means?
I think it's when a gene, like genes, and they, how when lakes and oceans meet up and then the lake bed gets wider at the end, that's what an estuary is.
Oh, sounds interesting. So as we continue reading in this chapter, we'll see how much of what you said about an estuary is actually accurate, because you're writing a ballpark figure, but I like the way you inferred and took an educated guess, which is pretty much good.
Yeah.
Excellent job reading. Good job with the close read. So since you've been doing an excellent job, and we've been following a reward system, based on our reward system, as you can see, you have more checks than minuses. So you're doing an excellent job
Thank
And
you.
for that, you should be rewarded.
Oh, really? Thank you. Wow.
Excellent. Now, I have choices of pencils and a pen here for you that you have earned, and you can choose whichever one of these you want. Which one would you like?
I would like this one.
No way. What were the odds? Why did you choose this beautiful dolphin pen?
I chose this dolphin because according to this, dolphins need fresh water in order to survive. Therefore, he relates to the topic.
That's cute. Are you going to put your dolphin in fresh water?
Mm.
Oh, he can't wait. That's funny. Maybe if it was Christmas time, maybe you pick that one. But this one is good too because a tree also is part of a great what? Every tree is a part of a great what? Ecosystem. Very good. They both relate to the lesson. Good choice. Good choice. And where do you think this pen came from?
Florida.
Florida. Very good. And that is where we find, just as a review, what type of trees? What type of trees are them?
Well, you find palm trees and mango trees.
Mangrove trees. Very good. Mango trees, which have prop roots. Excellent job. Thank you, Jalika.
Thank you. You're welcome.